Thank you for that feedback. I need more feedback like that, I think, and I'm
Yes, yes, yes.
looking forward to reading yours too, when you get the time. But yeah, just let Philip know what's happening so he knows what's happening, so he has a little bit more grace for you, I think.
Mm. Yes, yes, yes. I have told him. Yeah,
That's good. Um,
yes. Um, did you have to change how, the numbers of papers? I guess you went into seven, page number seven, because like all the additions I really like um so the main contents that you add was like what US aid was, right? Like what it meant to people, the impact, the good impact that was there, and then
I,
another
I,
content.
I, I, I hope I don't get a bad grade for it because I did go over seven, but I to 7 pages, but I added because I think you as well, like you and a few of other people were just kind of like you just seem one-sided. So can you
Mm,
not be one-sided? And so I was like, I don't want to take anything out, but I think
I
that I
think
have
it's
to.
good.
Yeah, I think I have to leave because everyone was like, well, um, about the whole because I added the part of like I think the part that was the most was what the money was taken out for, um, the misuse of the money, and I needed to add something more of like why did Donald Trump think that USAID was crazy and why? So I added that part in there, which was a reference from the White House. But then like I've asked, I don't know, have you done
It
your
should be fine. The final paper instruction says the final draft of this paper needs to be over 5 full pages. So it doesn't say that it can't be over six.
yeah. So it's actually one of the questions on this Zoom class. It says, it was finally, what if you had a chance to work on this paper topic for additional semester with the goal of producing something 12 to 20 pages? I think I could do it because I think that I would add more stuff. Like I would add more.
Mm.
I would add more, and
Yeah.
I would make more time to interview more people because I think that's
Yeah,
my
I thought so too. Like if I were to extend to double the length or triple the length of this paper, I would have to interview some people and do like a case study for this person, like maybe two or three case studies, or else I won't be able to extend my paper.
yes, yes. So that was one
Yeah.
thing I was, yeah, I totally would. Um, and then expand your argument. I think I'd probably go, it'd be interesting because everything that I would go to, like, um, I was like trying to read up the money that it was being given to, like the misuse of it. And then, every article I almost read, it came back as like, oh, that was like a false statement that, the head of the House Speaker or whatever, the girl that speaks all the time, she was incorrect in this. And I was like, well, I don't know how, like, it's really challenging. So I don't know if you've gone and done the assignments yet for the videos that he does, but his last video that he talks about if you want him to do a deep dive on your essay and like critique it and like really go through it. And I was like, yes, I want you to do a deep dive on mine because I want to hear his perspective because we did a Zoom call last week or something, and he was like, "You need to sway I told you, you need to sort of sway the Republican Party and like them seeing it that way." And I even sent it to my aunt, which Philip, I'm telling you now, as I've talked to my aunt, and my aunt was like, "It was a good paper," and she's like, "You did a really nice job." And so I was like, "Yes." Like I don't know if she agrees with me, but it's written well. So
Yeah.
like, oh, anyways, But yeah, and
Do you
then
want to touch on the Zoom questions?
sure,
What
sure,
was the
sure.
most difficult part of the process?
For you,
Mm, for me, I guess the most difficult was to find like the topic. You remember when he was like, look for like a three consecutive related topic and make an argument. Like that was pretty like in your daily life, an argument is kind of like one topic, one straightforward argument, but like to be able to like evolve that argument with a relative like or find like a pattern of discussions and make it a more comprehensive overarching argument was kind of like okay, there aren't that much examples like just off the shelf for me. So
yeah,
that was a
yeah,
new exercise.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, for me, I
But
think yeah.
the
Go ahead, go ahead.
no, no, but like in one, like it was one of the quiz questions, but he mentioned um the to organize, like the organized part was the most important, but that came kind of like natural for me. Like you wouldn't want to start drafting like a lot of words and then reviewing it. Like it's not the way I would do my work as well. So that part was more natural for me, organizing the outlines, but the most difficult was to find a decent argument
Yes,
and maybe like three of them. So,
yes,
how
yeah.
about you?
Yeah, for my the difficult part of the process was I think um it's it's not to be repetitive, like repetitive in what I'm trying to express, and like I think the other part is actually coming up with different words. And he talks in the Zoom first Zoom that he talks, not the first Zoom, but the first video he talks about in our video that we have to listen to this week, he talks about you need to read. You need to read a lot and you need
Mm.
to develop better language and how you, and so I find that I'm very um, lacking in that area of creating language. And I think it's,
Oh, me.
but I think it's also like, I could be wrong, but I think it's also because I speak a different language every day. And so I'm constantly in that place of like using, because in Bislama here, it's all very simple. But then I do need that time where I can be more deep with people. So Bislama is not the way that I would express myself in a very deep way. I mean, I could, but like there's something different about the English language that, but then like coming up with new words, like what we had to do when
Yeah.
we had to see those quotes that were mixed up.
Yeah, that
And
was difficult too. That
yeah,
I when he in one of the videos when he had all the answers, I don't think we quite got a lot of the if that was the quiz, we would have done really poorly.
we would have failed. Yes. I was like listening to the one when he broke it down. I was like, "Yep, we got that one wrong, and we got that one wrong."
Yeah, the
It was
first one, it was Star Wars, but it wasn't May the Fourth be with you. And I was like, I've never heard that line. So,
yes, I know. Okay, what did you do well, or at least better than you have in the past? I came up with a thesis. Like I did terrible the RA one, the first one, and I don't even know if I made a thesis for the first one that we ever did. But I'm proud of myself to know that I actually know how to make a thesis and I actually put
mm,
it in my paper. For you?
um, I was like throughout all those word submissions that we had to go. For me, it was organizing the outline was the easiest part. Like finding the topic was a little difficult. Organizing the outline was rather um easier for me. So I guess that came natural and I did well there. But
I like how he broke it down.
mm,
We did the resources, then we did an outline, and then we did a draft, and then we did the
yeah,
final.
yeah.
Like it
The
really helped.
course was broken out for us to become ready, so it was helpful.
Yes. I'm taking English composition two next semester, and I'm
Really?
like, yeah. So I was really, I'm afraid, but I think Philip really prepared me for English composition two because that's another a mandatory class I have to take.
What aspect of writing process might you try to repeat in the future classes? That might be more of for a question for you.
It's very impressive what you try to repeat. I think what is it? Like, because I make a mind mapping, and so I do the mind mapping, and I break out thesis, pathos, and I write out what I see in my not necessarily in my writing, but in the sorry, I see somebody that I have to talk to. But Strep, you karem no mo? Yes, do you Strep? Um, and then what is it? Yes, so doing like a mind mapping and in the process, the formatting and constantly doing it in that way. I think even if it's not requested to do an outline, I think I need to do an outline before I actually write the paper because that helps and guides me through it all. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I guess that's the way of for you to organize the outline.
yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh shoot, what's happening?
Um, the ethos, pathos, kairos, and the four categories was pretty new to me, and like if I only kind of write when I need to, like the most of the writing I do is work emails, so you don't really use that much pathos or
Yeah.
yeah, so um that like cut was very new. So like if I need to persuade someone or like it's not just writing, but like it it is something I will take away to negotiate. Like,
Yes, definitely.
so, yeah.
Mm,
And we touched on the last question, right? So if
yeah.
we were to do another semester on this, we would do some research case studies.
Yeah.
What would you do? How would
And
you?
then
Yeah,
I mean I think
yeah.
the whole peer where's that one? It's like the peer where is it? Process coming up with ideas, putting together writing multiple drafts, writing peer feedback. I think us doing these Zooms, we've had to do peer feedback where we've looked at each other's, and I think that's super helpful. And I've even reached out to other people. I know we're going back to the other question, but going back and getting people to read it, like I've handpicked or selected a few people that I thought, oh, this would be really cool, interesting what they might say if I send this to them and see what kind of perspective they give. And so it was really cool. Like I sent it to my brother, and my brother had really interesting things to say, and he gave a lot of different feedback. You've given feedback, and I took your feedback, and I was like, okay, because you're like, well, what are you trying to say? Which one are you trying to um, persuade? And then you were even going like, what's your point in writing this? Like, or is America meant to be the one providing these aids? And so I took a lot of what you said too, and I was like bouncing it around in my head to try and make it more um, understandable. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes. It was, I like your second version a lot more. It's you really are touching the pathos part
Yes,
for the program. So,
yes, 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 yes. Thank you. And yeah, when you get the chance, I'd love to read yours.
yeah, let me send it through once I get it done. Okay.
It was really nice meeting
Well,
you.
yes, yes, yes. It was just the two of us for most of the part, but thank you for being always the the host of the meeting, and
Salted. Maybe we'll see each other in
thank
another
you.
like elective class or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Really
Are
cool.
are you what course are you taking?
I'm doing the this, I'm doing like the library science,
Mm,
multi-discipline, something, I can never say it right, but I'm doing all my electives. I would think that we're both doing the same thing,
mm.
but maybe we're not. What are you doing?
I'm so this was like a prerequisite for my MBA course. So
Ah,
next semester I'm gonna do a MBA. Yeah.
so then
So
you're
this
gonna go.
semester I was accounting and English, and I never went to like a college level institution in English. So this English thesis course was my prerequisite for the MBA.
Okay, okay. Oh, nice.
Is this your first or second semester at UNO or
That's good.
second?
But it's my full semester because I did the summer class, and it worked out because I did two different courses, but they were at two different times in the semester course, so I didn't do them at the same time. And then I'm doing my two here. So my major is, which I don't understand those terms a lot of times, but my major, I guess, would be library science. And so that's what
Mm,
I'm going into the library field, which I
yeah,
love. And Ivana
you'll be
Watson.
doing a lot of reading.
Yes, yes, which I want to do better at. But my kids are super young too, so that's hard to say I'm going to read a book now. But this class, especially this class, has really triggered me to want to read more and pull books from the library. I actually pulled books from the library, like with the referencing guides, and there was a persuasive book that I pulled out and was like reading through it, but I didn't really read much of it. But still, the fact that I want to like grow in my knowledge in it. But anyways, I'm talking too much now, I think.
No, no, thank you very much.
That's
Nice
okay.
seeing you, and I will send you something. Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
thank
and
you.
when you can, give me an update on your mom. I said, when you
Yes,
can, give
yes.
me an update on
Oh,
your
thank you.
mom.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. See you.
Thank you.